Hey guys, I'm Trin and this is
Tone.
And welcome back to TNT Black Love. This is another episode of
Blue Sectional, where we dive in and we talk about important parts of life, relationships, family, work, and just current events. So
yes. So today's topic is going to be about our birthing plan.
Oh yeah, that's a better way to put it. Our birthing plan.
Yes, for baby girl here. We almost there. We almost to the finish line. Okay, so a lot of people. Well, first of all, I encourage everybody, every woman that's pregnant right now, to think about a birthing plan or whatever you choose to do, because sometimes we don't know that we can, create our own birthing plan and do what we want with how we want to have a birthing plan. So I encourage everyone to do that that's pregnant at this moment. Have a birthing plan. Have a birthing plan. Whatever you research and you want to do personally for you and your child, do that. A lotus birth, if you may not know, is basically when the placenta and umbilical cord is not cut, it stays attached to the baby until it naturally falls off.
Which generally takes about 3 to 10 days.
Yeah. That's a long, it sounds like a long time. Like which one? 10 days or 3? Usually it's like 3 to 5, 3 to 7.
Yeah, well, I mean, All right, so confession. I did just Google it to make sure I understood exactly what a lotus birth was. Like I had an idea, but I wanted to be sure before I started talking. Yeah, what you just said.
Okay.
But I had an idea, but see, in my head, a guy being a guy, so like in my head, the lotus birth was like the whole experience of like giving birth in water and everything else. So that's why I was like, as I was sitting here, I was thinking, I was like, let me look. So okay, all right.
That's what you was doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically just the lotus birth is, just leaving the placenta and umbilical cord attached until it naturally falls off. Now I am, as far as like you said, the water birth and stuff like that, I am having the birth at a birthing center in a pool for, in a pool with water. So if she comes out in the water, they say water is really, relaxing. So during labor, it's really relaxing. It'll help you during labor, the labor process and stuff like that. So I will have in the pool, be in the water, so if she comes out and she's birthed in the water, then yeah, it'll be amazing. I'm excited for that, whatever. How I came to the decision of wanting a lotus birth is, first of all, I never cared for hospitals, I should say. There's just so much going on and so much conspiracy behind, Black women and what the hospital industry, pressures and wants women to do, or how to, or medicine to take, or they pressure you into what they think you should do for the purpose of making more money for the medical industry in whatever aspect. So I never cared for that, and I didn't care to have her in a hospital at all. Being the process of when my niece was born and my sister was having the baby, it was just they tried to control how many people was in the room and not really listening to what she wanted or what the family wanted for the birth. So it was all whatever they felt needed to happen because this made more money or that made more money. So I was like, when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, I don't want to have her in the hospital. But during that journey, I didn't know how to go through or where to go to figure out what other options there was. So I had to research, look up different stuff in my area. So I found that there are birthing centers, you do have the option of home birth. So I researched and did what I needed to do to where I found the birthing center that I'm giving birth at now, which it was a transition because I was going to a regular OBGYN at first, and she works with Popular Hospital here in Florida. So the transition from a regular OBGYN, I had to do my research and transition from appointments from that to a birthing center. And what made me come to that decision is I didn't feel like it was personable when we went to our appointments, and I didn't care that I just didn't feel like any help at all. It was just kind of like, oh, you know, this is what's going on, is your appointment, okay, it's 15 minutes, and it was over.
So for me, a part of the decision to support her decision, it came from similar feelings of, I wouldn't so much say not trusting the hospitals or the medical field and medical teams, because I know a lot of them are trained and a lot of them take it up because it's their passion, what they love to do. However, there are just certain practices that they have that I don't agree with and I don't want that we don't want for our child. So a part of that came down as we did more research and as we learned a little bit more, as me for sure, learned a little bit more about just, you know, how they have to do the epidural and the stress that not only the mother is under throughout the process of labor, but the child is also doing birth. One of the driving factors for me was the not eating, like not being able to eat for 16 hours or so.
That you're in labor, like hospitals have, you know, most hospitals have a strict rule that you can't eat, sometimes not even drink during labor. So at a birthing center, you're able to still snack, eat, drink through that process, because they understand that our bodies are going through so much, us as women, like your body is working overtime to basically bring your baby into this world. So you need that energy, you need those electrolytes and all that stuff to have your baby. So they know that's important. And just in the aspect of all natural birth, they understand your body knows what to do to get your baby here. So lotus birth, again, is leaving the placenta attached to the baby when the baby comes out until it naturally falls off. And yeah, we've researched, we have to clean the placenta, you know, help it dry out. We got our herbs, salt, all that good stuff. So the reason we chose that portion of the birthing plan is because cutting the umbilical cord, it cuts the nutrients that the baby gets from, first of all, from the placenta that the placenta is pumping to the baby still. This baby just came out of the mom, and most hospitals cut the cord immediately. So that aspect, I feel like, is not natural. Like, that doesn't sit well with me personally, to cut this lifeline that is attached to the baby in the first place, point blank period. So in the birthing center, how they do it is they do delayed clamping of the cord, to where they delay it until the placenta stops pumping, which that is, you know, a better way of doing it. And women, you can request this at the hospital too, if that's what you choose to do, is delaying of the clamping of the cord. But they also do that, which is, it still pumps the nutrients into the baby, which is good. So the lotus birth basically just makes sure that all of the nutrients that the baby need for the next couple of days, placenta provides it, and then the placenta dries up and naturally falls off. And we know that, you know, the baby can now get its nutrients from the mom, from the breast milk, and however else. That's it. No, from the breast milk, that's it. I just wanted to go back to the most natural birth, the most natural way possible, and leaving the placenta attached until it falls off naturally. It's like, it's less traumatic, because this is still a lifeline for the baby. So the baby is still connected. It won't be, you know, friction from getting cut off from your lifeline so soon. So the baby has time to adjust through the period of, you know, being born into this world, and just a transition in the next couple of days from being new to the world.
We just recommend you guys do your research.
And one thing for sure is, like, know that you have options. Research. Like, it's 2020. You can find out any information just by Googling. Know your research and do what's best for you. Yep, so that's the purpose of this video. Just do what's best for you. This is what we've chosen because I know a lot of people has asked. We're going the most natural route possible, and I want to bring baby girl into this world as smoothly and as peacefully and yeah, as possible. So that is my goal as a mother at this point, and we appreciate you guys for watching. Again,
we'll catch you next time. Remember, as usual, comments, thoughts, questions.
Yes.
Below.
See
and
ya.
then videos.
See.